Hello there, am I the only one that realized that Guild Supremacy just resetted? So Guild Supremacy just resetted on my global server account, and I realized that I haven't actually hit Guild Supremacy for like the past 1 month because I'm in a relatively strong guild with a pretty active roster. So like we did get our Majestic Cup right here, and I remember, if I remember correctly, I think we were at difficulty 24 in terms of the final site, so pretty far in terms of the reward. So the good thing about being in a really strong and active guild is you do get decent guild rewards over time, which I really appreciate. But at the same time, because Guild Supremacy Boss right here, I think because of Sonja's addition, there was a massive influx in terms of damage, and there's no way for me to actually record like the battles on my VN account as well as my global account because both the bosses just died way too quickly. So right here, we did get this ranking over here with regards to my guild reset. So I wanted to log in and record, but apparently Inverse overtook me in terms of the damage, as you guys can see. So she did 1.54. I checked with her. She used the updated Sonja team for this fight, and the updated Sonja team is right here. So this is the best team setup. This updated team features Sonja in the place of Reina. So after multiple different game modes testing as well as proving, it seems like Sonja's double carry buff is the way to go to maximize your damage in the event if you have two hard hitting carries. At the same time, for this battle later on, as you guys will see in battle itself, Sonja is able to run up and then tank up the boss while healing herself up. So there's no issues with survival because of how the GlyphShade work in terms of the mechanics side of things. So this is currently the best team. Let's run through the charms a little bit. What are the best charms? So for Odie's case, it would definitely be the Guild charm. So this is definitely the best if you can get it. So I don't have it here, but it's fine because my free-to-play account has it. So this will be really important because Odie is your core highest damage dealer. So this ability to stack up the poison with the third skill with the increased attack speed is really important. And then for Lily May's case, as usual, sorcery charm. And then for Brion's case, you want to actually use the Ruthless charm because additional damage, yes, off the crit as well as the attack speed. And on top of that, Brion's usage in the team is mostly for this debuff potential. So being able to hit the target as fast as possible to trigger this whenever possible is the way to go for Brion in terms of the charm combi. And then if we go into the next unit, which is Parisa. So for Parisa's case, Parisa's there for additional damage as well as the attack speed buff on Odie for him to actually do as much damage. So for Parisa's case, I think the charm's not all that important. Like in terms of like the most optimal would be obviously Swift Charm. So the attack speed buff her own attack speed for her to charge up her ultimate as well as do more damage. And then the haste is there to allow her to cast her skill more consistently at a faster rate so that you are able to buff up your carry OD in the team itself. So for Sonja's case, it's obviously the Arcane Charm as usual for the attack as well as the skill power buff to amp up the carries itself. Okay, so that's with regards to the best charm combination. Hello there, this is the guy that finally gets a chance to hit the Guild Supremacy, and welcome to this AFK journey video. So yes, I haven't been hitting the Guild Supremacy boss for close to a month. But I mean, I guess my guild's a little bit too strong, so I've been sitting through and not doing any damage to the boss. But right here, we finally have a glimpse at the brand new GlyphShade. And that's actually a brand new best team to it, and that is with Sonja in the team itself. So this is all the different teams that are really strong right now, as you guys can see right here, updated to 2nd December after Sonja's release right here. So the previous team consisting of Brion, Reina, Lily May and Odie with Parisa is still really powerful. And obviously if you have the physical teams from Starlord side as well as Metal side, it is still really usable as well. But provided if you have Sonja built up, Sonja's gonna provide you with the massive damage amp to make both your carries, Lily May as well as Odie, insanely powerful. So let's go into my account right here. So this is my free-to-play account on the VN side. Finally has a chance to hit on GlyphShade. So let's go. Wait, let me go into the battle report side, see whether or not there's any updates, one thing I don't really like about Guild Supremacy is like you can't actually see the damage. So there's like no way for me to record the damage runs of other players, even if they are using the best team. But let's start this battle to showcase the team itself. So with regards to the team formation, Sonja is gonna be like this frontliner that goes to the front line, heals herself up with her EX weapon skill to tank up the boss on the front line itself. And at the same time, she's continuously buffing onto the 2 carries right here to amp up their damage like crazy. As for Bryon as well as Parisa, their tiers are not that important. So as you guys can see from the infographics by Metal right here, this GlyphShade can work with both one Bryon as well as one Parisa. So you don't actually need too many copies of them. You just need them there for the debuff, the buffing on your OD, as well as the wildest factional talent. So for my own account right here, my wildest factional talent is level 36, as you guys can see. So we maxed out most of the offensive stuff, and without further ado, let's showcase this damage. Okay, so the previous best team, I think it's still okay. This would probably be the best if you have Sonja built up. Yeah, you kind of need Sonja's damage output to squeeze out the additional damage as well, because in the previous team you have the buff of Reina to give the damage M on your Lily May. But one thing about the previous team is that I think the M that Sonja provides over time is a lot more than the damage increase that Reina provides. Because Reina's increase is consistent, right? Whereas Sonja's buff is exponential increase. So this is a team which I think, let's say if you fight the boss and the boss doesn't kill your other units too fast, and you are able to last throughout like 90 seconds of the boss fight itself, probably really strong. So it is also a team that you can try it out in the battle drill to see whether or not it's your strongest team, because of how powerful Sonja's buff is to the team itself. Yeah, so right here we are about 28 seconds left. So close to, I think that's 1 trillion, a lot of damage already. So like, yeah, so sometimes the damage number just become way too high. It's very hard to keep track of the numbers, but we'll look at the damage conclusion and take a look at the damage distribution from this team. Okay, so right here, 1 copy of Parisa is, I'll say it's not a major factor in terms of damage, but if you do have Parisa and Bryon at the higher tiers, you probably hit way higher damage than me. So this is the team setup. Let's run through the damage. So as you guys can see, this is OD as well as Lily May's damage output. So OD with the Gale Charm together with the buff, we will increase your damage output. And obviously, if you have your OD at a higher EX weapon, the M you're gonna get, or the amplification, as some people are like, Zeeebo is an M, what is an M? So amplification, I call it amp. The amp that you're gonna get from the EX weapon buff will be even bigger when you put Sonja together with OD, because there's another level of stat stacking on top of OD, which makes him hit a lot harder on the normal attack itself. So that's pretty much it for this video, just a simple showcase of the latest most powerful team right now. So this account right here did a Reina run yesterday, but the thing is, like I mentioned, I couldn't actually show you the replay. So this is the strongest team right now, because yesterday's team was about 1.2 bill. Let me see whether or not I can find my damage contribution. Yeah, so this is my current damage contribution, 1.4 T, 1.4 trillion over here. So I don't have the replays from yesterday, but yesterday was about 1.2 using the previous best team itself. So yep, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.